Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black Channel here at Ticker Tacker with the Strat Time Report, and it's one of those days where there's things going every which way, and I could spend the rest of the day trying to figure out and show you all the things that are going on. For right now, what's important to understand is that we have Chairman Powell speaking at a Princeton webinar or something right now over the next half an hour. So that's just something you'd want to be aware of. I'm not expecting too much out of it. As you can see, the future's still just lackluster. Look at this daily SPY in the upper left. Look at this range. This is doing nothing. And then if you go to QQQ, look at this. Look at this. Look at this weekly candle here in the upper middle. This thing is doing nothing. And if you look into the Qs, you're going to see exactly what they're doing. Because the good thing about a quiet futures is that natural buyers and sellers aren't hiding behind them. You can see what they're doing. Because if you go to small cappers, different story. See that? And that's why if you're trading futures, you want to watch the four broader averages, right? And then the diamonds. Look at this. What does that tell you? That tells you want to be trading Russell if you're trading any of these broader average futures. But let's take a look at a few more things in here. One of the things we look at is the gap list that I tweet out in the morning. GameStop. And GameStop was blasting yesterday. And then you come in today and here. You get the inside 60 right here. So it gaps up a little bit. It was still an inside day actually. And then it comes in. So there's your corrective activity. Boom. That's technically a two up, but you change the continuity because that was red. And you go inside 60, and bam, off she goes. Right above that, right here. That's above 36.49, went blasting over 42 in an hour. Not bad at all. So it's the tail of two NASDAQs, really. And if you go to semiconductors, you're going to see this. SMH blasting off. Bright green on the week, taking off right here. How about XLK? Not so much. Look at this. The difference, right? And so that tells you SMH is where you want to be, right? Them big boys not playing well with others so far. So you've got LRCX. They're coming up pert near everybody, but not everybody. So LRCX inside day to the upside here. Opens on the lows and just blasts off. So you got some exhaustion risk by going into the highs. But we'll see. You get a little bit of corrective activity, and we'll see what we can dig up for you. So right here, if we can take this out, that'd be a RevStrat 15er. There's inside, then down. Let's see if we can take that back up. I want to see what these futures do at all. I mean, you need these micro moves. But that tells us also all the semis, KLAC. Here, just exhaustion risk after blasting into the highs, right? So sometimes that's when they stall out. So that's why you got to be careful of that. See tightening ranges. So we'll see how it comes at the end of the day. AYX here. And that gives you on the upper middle, the 2-2 week, 2 down, boom, 2 back up. And coming back to the previous range, that's good. Kind of stuck here in the monthly. And you can see that all these months, these 2 months are stuck inside of here. So that's a little bit of an issue. If we go to SWKS, this was nice because it on the opening it just kind of sat there and did nothing, but then it started to pick up a little steam. Now the weekly is still a dojin inside. That's a problem on a Thursday, but with the semi-strength, you can look at the daily upper left. 2 down and 2 up, and we'll see if that anything comes of that. If we go to you just go down the board here, Marvell. Here, Marvell. Here's what we look for in the daily, right? 2 up, 2 down, and then boom, these 2 become an outside bar of that. Monthly, here, the Momo Hammer. Anybody short in here or blowed out and has to get back long? Boom, nice month you got there for Marvell, and we'll see if we get the 3-2 on the 60. See if you get anything off of that 30. Here you go. Inside 30, right here. There's your continuation. All right, and you had corrective activity because the previous 30 was red, so they brought it in, even though it was a 2 up there. Boom, right back into the highs. If we go to TSM, and TSM here, just kind of stuck. Now we'll see if we get a 30. 60, inside on the 60 here. So we want to see if this can take this out, if they're all just going to stall out here for a while. Not sure. Q's coming in just a tad, but you can see this daily. This is called a kicking pattern variation. Anybody who was short yesterday could stay short. This thing was coming in, right? right? And most likely a lot of guys blew out their longs. But when it gaps up into here and then takes this stuff out, gone. Anybody short is just getting steamrolled into the highs. If we go to W, and W coming back in now, but we knew about this monthly here, coming back through this previous range, right in the lower middle, and here on the weekly, here's that range, the pivot machine gun. So then it goes up and takes this out, and then it exhausts, right? That's what we call exhaustion risk, right? And so if you look at this on the monthly in the lower middle, now, woo, what on earth is this? Still got some month left on this, but you ever seen one of these before? It's called a broadening formation right here. All right, so we'll see if that regroups. Still got some big ranges in there. We'll see. If we go to Baidu, and Baidu inside day to the upside, inside day, all right, and taking that weak back green as it gets outside of this outside or this these inside bars. So then it exhausts and just comes in a little bit. So we'll see if that can set up again. If we go to little guy LXRX, nice move here. All right, nice long green bar, monthly lower middle. Used to be somebody, right? Taking all that stuff out. So if we go to coming back through here, and then if you go to the 15, this was beautiful. Here's your 15er right here. It goes up. You wait for the corrective activity. 2 down. Inside. Boom. There you go. And then here, you can see this hammer. 2 up, 2 down. Back off to the races she goes. If we go to tree. And tree, stalling out a little bit. You had that inside day coming in now. So there's your exhaustion risk. You took these guys out. All right. And the good thing is, on this monthly still, while we're watching this, is the outside month, then the 2, and back through it. So if we don't get a reversal against us, looking to take this thing out, which is still nice and high. If we go to Triple D, and Triple D having a nice long green month, still inside in the week, but plenty of range on this. Excuse me. And you'll notice here on the daily, inside, pokes down, there's your rev strat. 1, 2, 2 to take these guys out. And that also tells us we're going to look at SSYS. And SSYS, now stalling out a little bit, still an inside week. We'll see if we can get out of there. But you took all these guys out in one shot. Here's your inside bar. Stop all these guys out. Now you're into exhaustion risk, and you can see what happens. It just kind of stalls out. If we go to Futu, and Futu, monthly, exhaustion risk with inside Momo hammer to the upside. You can see how slow and steady wins the race in this baby. No lower lows, right? That's real nice. So we'll see if that sets up again on 30 or 60. Right now, tries to go Momo hammer into the highest exhaustion risk, and you'll look at this here. You'll notice no inside 60 here. Here's what we call the sideways 60. Here, these two. If this is updating at the top of the hour instead of the bottom of the hour, that's an inside 60 right there. And off she goes. If we go to Beyond the Meat, and Beyond the Meat, here's your reversal 2-2 on the daily, upper left, still good. And that causes the outside weak here in the upper middle. As soon as this goes green and starts coming back through, we're looking to be outside bar of this. And if we're lucky, we take all this stuff out, because then here on the monthly, it's an inside month. But once it comes back into that range and gets green, we're looking to go outside month of this 1 bar rev strat. That's a 1-3. Right now, looking pretty good on that, but we'll see. Standing on the highs, we could use a little corrective activity. If we go to new issue, AFRM. Ripper. Second day. Look at this thing. And once again, here's your 30. Here's how you get in. Inside on the 30. Right there, the 2-1-2 continuation. We want to see if that closes out at 30. Might get another shot at this. Let's go to IBB. And IBB doing this. Inside day to the upside here. Right? Outside weak to the upside, right? Nice bright green. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there. You had Repligen. I'm going to run out of time. I know I am here, but Repligen just come blasting right out the chute. Our GEN, we'll see if that sets up again. Still giving us the corrective activity, but here you can see that inside month, lower middle to the upside. If we go to Amgen, and, all right, we're losing a few here in these Qs, so we can get to a little bit more downside for you here in a second. Amgen, just inside slight poke down on the daily, RevStrat into the highs, reconfirming the lower middle, inside month to the upside. If we go to Bloodbath, coming back, BBBY, and you can see this here on the monthly. Stops them out, 2 down, and then boom, right back up and through this previous range. Right, that's what we like to see, back through previous range. Now, there's a few that aren't playing well with others. Why these Qs aren't going anywhere, and you can see that Facebook, inside month to the downside. Boom, pivot machine gun on the monthly. Right, so today when it opens and it pops its head up and then starts coming back through and going red, we're looking for this to be an outside day, which it is. Once again, also 1, 2, 3 months inside of this, that made your inside quarter. So when it took this out, that's inside quarter down 254.82. See you later. Thanks for playing. And that's giving you this lackluster fangers. Amazon, look at this. Inside day. This thing's been doing nothing forever. Forever. If we go to Netflix, potential outside day. Look at this. This thing's been doing nothing and coming back in. The Googs and the Google going outside day 1 bar RevStrat here, still inside week, but you can tell the difference between those semis and what's going on here. Also, one of the good things you can do is when you see the SMH doing this, going blasting off. Yeah, I want to know about any of those SMHs taking out yesterday's lows. NVIDIA, inside day to the downside. What's the matter with this pig? Look at this range right here. Stock and stock. AMD. And AMD taking out yesterday's lows. Not totally getting killed, but it's something I want to know about, especially if the market starts giving it up, right? Because we know that they are selling these. And remind me not to kick the president off my platform when he's the hottest thing going. It's like Twitter. Ow. Twitter takes the inside day here to the downside right here, right? And taking out last month's lows. Twitter having all sorts of problems here. If we go to Visa, what's the matter here, boy? Look at this. Inside week to the downside, 2 up, 1 down, and then here today, inside day, pokes up, and then right here is going to give us that outside bar. Bam. Full time frame continuity to the downside. Here's your 60 with the 3-2 down. The outside bar slammer. Let's look at 30. The 30 here. This is how you know that 60 was going to go outside. This is a 2 up. Exhaustion risk. Boom, 2-2 reversal right here. See ya. No higher high on that thing, and that tells you to look at who? MA having all sorts of problems here. Look at that. Nice puker. And there's the 2 up, 2-2 reversal here on the daily, back down with the inside week in the upper middle. Right. This still hasn't taken out last month's low, so we'll see if they want to continue to liquidate. If you go to Home Depot, not playing well with others here. Home Depot coming back in, still green on the week and the month, but on the daily, you're going to see this. Exhaustion risk by going into new recent highs. That's a 2 up. Boom. This is a 2-2 reversal on the daily here. Below 273.94. Looking to take this out. For these two to become an outside bar of that. Might even take another day. We'll see. Market coming in just a tad here. If we go to the exchanges, ICE having problems here. ICE inside day. Boom. Back through previous range. That's a 2-1-2 reversal right into here. And then you can see on the weekly, this is potential outside week. That's a problem, right? So we'll see if that sets up again for you. How's SIBO doing? SIBO to a lesser extent, but we'll see. Looks like I'm running out of time again. So, yeah, we're staying on a lot of these story stocks like GameStop and all that kind of stuff. But definitely you can see the sector rotation, where they're buying, where they're selling, clear as day. So that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith Black Channel here at Ticker Talker with a Strat Time Report.